Do you need a 4K webcam that isn't going to break the bank? EMEET just may have you covered with the EMEET Smartcam C60E 4K Dual. Let's get into it. First off, I want to thank EMEET for sending me this webcam to review. They did send this over to me, however, I'm still going to give my 100% honest review and reactions on this item. They did not tell me what to say. They do not get to see this before it gets posted. I'm going to do my own thing. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's see what actually comes in the box. I have not opened it, so I really do not know what comes in this box or not. You get AI meets creativity on the inside of the box. All right. You get your booklet, looks like some disclaimer information, warranty information. You get a remote control. You get a privacy cover. You get the webcam itself, and it comes on this base. It does have a thread right there to put on a tripod. It feels like a very sturdy webcam. This is one of the things that I do not like right off the bat, is that it's hardwired in already, just in case I need to place this somewhere else around the room. But that may not be a full deal breaker. So let's go ahead and get into the review. All right, so right out the box, this is the image you're going to get. I'm not hating on the image so bad. I mean, it does look a little washed out. It does look a little bit pale, like it needs a little bit more contrast and stuff like that. However, this is just right out the box. The good thing about EMEET webcams is that they do come with software, and I really like software with my webcam, so I can adjust it how I want it. So let's go ahead and bring up the software and see if we can kind of make this image look a little bit better. All right, here's the EMEET software. These are some of the features that come with it. You do have your field of view right here to where you can go from far to, come on, there we go, far to near. And it does have really good autofocus there. All right, and you can take off the autofocus field of view. Then it has the actual autofocus to where you can autofocus yourself in. You can lock it if you don't want to. It does have some lighting on the actual webcam itself. It's on blue light, but you can change it to green or red right in there, just to, customize, some lighting if you want. So that's really cool. It does have your automatic features down here. It does have some audio mixing with the microphone in the studio itself on the webcam. You can do all that, but here is where the magic happens. I already set this up how I want it. This is how I have mine set up. I did change from the right out the box to setting this up. This is how I have it set up. You do have your EV, you got your brightness, of course, your contrast, your EV, which is your ISO, to where you can change that. I like mine at 5. If it goes any lower than 5, you see how I'm waving here, but if I change it to like 4 or 3, it brightens it up, but it puts like a little soap opera effect on there, so I don't like going any lower than 5. You got your sharpness, your saturation, your tone, your white balance. You can flip it, anti-flicker, all of the things that you need in a webcam to set things up the way you want it to. All right, it does come with a remote control right here. So let's get into that right now. All right, let's talk about this controller. EMEET, if you're going to send a controller, make it chargeable or send batteries. I had to go find batteries. Let's check out the autofocus on this camera with this controller. So boom, not bad, kind of snappy. Takes a second and then melts right back into me. And the more you do it, the quicker the autofocus learns. See, It's it's learning right now. So, come on, get to me. Get to me. Boom. There we go. See, right back to me. It was quick and easy. Sometimes, it's learning. It's AI, so you got to train the autofocus. Again, real quick. Now, let's see some of the features on this. So, this button right here controls the presets. So we're not going to mess with that because I have it set up how I want it. We're not going to go back to presets. This controls your autofocus, whether you want to manually control your focus or not. I'm not going to mess with that because I have it set up on autofocus right now. This button right here will flip us vertically. This one on the side will flip us, or I'm sorry. First one is vertical, horizontal. However, let's see. Wait. Yeah, that's vertical. And then this one's horizontal. There we go. I had it right. Just took a minute. All right. And this one is a telephoto lens. Check this out. Boom. It brings you in right away to where I could show this off without having digital auto zoom. That is very cool. I like that a lot. We're going to keep it right here as we go through this controller. This is your zoom. This, you can zoom in, zoom out. Let's go back. The HD plus and your HD minus, that is your sharpness, to where if you wanted to bring up your sharpness or bring it down a little bit, you can zoom in 3 times. We're already zoomed in, so I'm not going to test these zooms. I can bring it back here and we'll do the 7 times zoom, and we're right back to where we were. The paint brushes, that is your saturation. You can adjust your saturation right on the fly with this controller. You can adjust your darkness, your brightness right on here, right on the fly with this controller. And you got 4 presets that I'm going to be honest, I don't really care for none of the presets. I like my default that I have set up, at least my customization that I've set up. But I really enjoyed this telephoto lens, to where if you are showing off product, you can hit that button and bring things in tighter and it be not digitally zoomed in, and it show things very nice, very crisp. I like that. All right, let's switch back to our original one right here, our landscape, and we are going to go back, listen to everything I've already recorded, and come back with my final thoughts. And now for my final thoughts. I believe that this webcam is fantastic, especially for the price point. You can find this right now on Amazon anywhere from $55 to $80. Right now, it's on sale for $55, and that is a steal of a deal right now. You get the software to control everything. You get the remote. This is a 4K webcam, and it looks fantastic, in my opinion, especially for that price point. All right. That does it for this episode of Back to the Retro Review. I am the Bearded Geek, and remember, if I don't see you again, thank you for being a friend.